From teenage sensation to footballing mystery, Dele Alli was once the future of English football. Bursting onto the Premier League stage with Tottenham and dazzling on the international stage with England, Dele had it all.
And Alli has drifted in, and Alli finishes White Hart Lane goal. Great skill. Oh, what a goal! It's a sensation. Dele Alli out of League One into the...
But what happened? How did one of the brightest stars of his generation fade so quickly? This is the full story of why Dele Alli's career collapsed. Born in Milton Keynes in 1996, Bamidele Jermaine Alli's childhood was far from easy. His father left when he was young, and his upbringing was marked by instability. He eventually moved in with the family of a close friend, which gave him the structure he needed. Football was his escape. At MK Dons, he debuted at 16 and quickly made headlines for his composure, skill, and maturity beyond his years. Tottenham Hotspur snapped him up in 2015 for just £5 million, a bargain that would soon look like daylight robbery. Dele's rise at Spurs was meteoric. Under Mauricio Pochettino, he was given freedom to roam behind Harry Kane, and the results were electric. In the 2016-17 season, he scored 18 Premier League goals. He had flair, aggression, and an eye for the spectacular, notably goals against Chelsea and Crystal Palace. He was named PFA Young Player of the Year 2 seasons in a row and became a key figure in England's squad for the 2018 World Cup. Everything was going so right. So what changed? After the 2018 World Cup, where England reached the semi-finals, Dele began to struggle. Injuries disrupted his rhythm, tactical shifts under new managers didn't suit his natural instincts. Then the infamous time came for Tottenham Hotspur to sack Mauricio Pochettino. And when Pochettino was sacked in 2019, it marked a turning point. Jose Mourinho came in and publicly challenged Dele, even famously saying in the All or Nothing documentary, "I'm 56, and yesterday I was 20. Time flies. One day you'll regret it if you don't reach what you can." Words that infamously have sat in all of our memories as we waited for Dele Alli to show something under the pretense that maybe he wasn't serious enough. And Jose had seen this and addressed it straight away. And more times than not, when we hear Jose come out with something 4, 5, 6 years down the line, it turns out to be correct. But there's something different about this one. And why? Because instead of a resurgence, Dele's form dipped even further. He struggled with consistency, and questions about his work ethic and lifestyle began to surface. But behind the scenes, things were much more complex. In a deeply emotional interview with Gary Neville in 2023, Dele opened up about childhood trauma, abuse, and addiction. He revealed that he had been molested as a child and was sent to rehab for sleeping pill addiction, and he faced mental health battles for years. This context shed new light on his struggles. Dele wasn't just a footballer out of form. He was a young man dealing with deep emotional scars while under the intense spotlight of what we know as professional football. In 2022, he left Spurs for Everton, hoping for a fresh start, but things didn't improve. He made just a handful of appearances before being loaned to Turkish side Besiktas. In Turkey, he had moments of brilliance, but consistency and fitness remained elusive. His manager publicly criticized him, and reports circulated about him being dropped for lateness. By the time his loan had ended, it felt like Dele had disappeared from the footballing map. After years of speculation, Dele took control of his narrative. He sought help, he went to rehab, and began focusing on his mental and emotional recovery. His interview wasn't just a moment of vulnerability, that was the turning point. As a consequence, the football world responded with empathy, support, and hope. As of now, he remains at Everton, working on his fitness and his future, Whether he returns to top-level football again remains uncertain. But is his story far from over? Dele Alli's story is a powerful reminder that athletes are human beings first. Behind the goals, the glory, and the criticism, both ends of the spectrum are real struggles, traumas, battles that we don't get to see. While his career might not have gone the way many had hoped, Dele's courage to speak out may have helped countless others. And who knows? Maybe the comeback story might still be written. As tough as that is, or how straightforward that might end up being, it remains to be seen. So time will tell. But if you found this story important or inspiring, give it a like, comment your thoughts down in the comment section below, and subscribe for more in-depth football stories and visits to the past. See you next time.